Welcome back, everybody, to the new Marvel video. We're doing Moon Knight episode 3 today because, you know, last one was Moon Knight episode 2 and the one before that was Moon Knight episode 1. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think this might be the first MCU TV show that's gotten 3 out of 3 for 10 out of 10 episodes, okay? Literally every single episode so far has been peak. It's been so good. It's, oh my god, I'm so happy that the show came out when it did because I'm just so happy, dude. Like, Moon Knight has been so good. We just got Spider-Man No Way Home, and now we're gonna be going into Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. We're getting bangers over and over, and I'm so excited because this show has been literally incredible. Basically, I don't know. I said in the last video that I wasn't sure if they would be able to pull off literally 3 10 out of 10s in a row, but they have. This episode was absolutely sick. The fight sequences were amazing, and they were so good. I don't know, man. This episode was just so well paced. Like, the fighting was well paced with the mysterious side, but oh my god. Okay. Wow, that guy just got destroyed. Basically, overall, this episode was really sick. It started off with Layla, and she actually got a fake passport, and we learned a little bit about her dad and how her dad actually died in some way. And then we saw Arthur Harrow trying to find Amit and find Amit's tomb and summon Amit, which was a pretty crazy scene as well. Oh my god. I'm alive. That was crazy. That was a whole crazy, like, sequence when we saw Amit, where we saw them trying to find Amit, and then it switched to Mark trying to, like, track them down and stop Harrow from reaching Amit, and kind of, like, unlocking her and letting her out into the world to kill millions of people based on, like, judgment on what they could do in their life. So that was a really interesting scene. We saw Mark doing a bunch of parkour at the start of the episode, which was absolutely incredible. Definitely here for parkour scenes, especially in the MCU. We definitely need more of them, and a lot of those parkour scenes gave me major Daredevil vibes. Not Daredevil vibes, but more like Matt Murdock vibes, the way he was like running around and like jumping through buildings and stuff. And then that fight scene we got at the start was absolutely sick. We saw Mark absolutely destroying like 3 of these guys, and obviously, the goal was he was trying to get information on where Arthur Harrow was, and oh my god, that scene got so brutal so fast. While Mark was trying to get information out of them, all of a sudden he switched into a different personality, and all 3 of them were dead. Well, two of the guys he was questioning were dead, and one of them was about to be dead, and this guy was like a kid, keep in mind, and he literally died before saying anything, which was absolutely crazy. But this whole sequence is absolutely unbelievable, and it was so well written. It was so well choreographed. All of the fighting was really cool, and oh my god, I love all of the like knife flips they do in the MCU now, because everyone was like freaking out over the Captain America Winter Soldier knife flip scene. I love how like everyone goes crazy over these scenes, and they do like a lot more of them, because that's like really cool to see. Who's complaining? You know, all these really cool knife flips are like really awesome, so I'm definitely not complaining. Those are really cool to see. This episode got a lot into the lore of the like gods and the show, which was really interesting to me. They talked a lot about like Amit and Khonshu and the other gods as well, revolving them, which was really interesting because Marvel doesn't normally go like that deep into these shows the way they did with Moon Knight, and I really like how they're really expanding on Moon Knight's backstory, and not only Moon Knight's backstory but Khonshu's backstory, and they're really doing a great balance of like showing characters all around. Like, they're not just focusing on Mark and Steven, they're also focusing on Khonshu, Harrow, who is, by the way, a very annoying character, okay? Let's be honest. Ethan Hawke is doing a great job as Harrow. Like, he's so annoying in the show because he's just like kind of there every time, very calm and collected, kind of just like being a pain and just ruining Mark's day every chance he gets, which is like really frustrating. But congrats on Ethan Hawke. You know, if we hate the character as a antagonist, then the actor's doing a really good job. The same thing happened with John Walker. Like, he was a very unlikable character, but his actor Wyatt Russell was doing an absolutely incredible job of portraying him as like an unlikable character, and Ethan Hawke is doing the same thing, and I really like that because not only is it accurate, but it also makes the show just a lot better in my eyes. I don't know, I understand the whole like empathizing with the antagonist, but when you clear cut know that person isn't like a good person, it makes the show a lot more like, I don't know, it makes it a lot less muddy, and it makes it easier to empathize with the characters. After that, we saw like some crazy cool CGI scenes, man. Like, we saw some really sick scenes. I just want to say the scene where Steven, Layla, and Khonshu turned the galaxy, the night, to like a day 2,000 years ago, that scene was incredible. I mean, the CGI was amazing. It looked so good, and it was just such a cool scene overall. Like, oh my god, what an incredible scene, honestly. I'm definitely not complaining. That was a sick scene, dude. It was so cool. It looked so nice, and it was like, I don't know, it gave me goosebumps almost. Not only that, but the scene where all of the gods and their avatars met up in like the portal room and kind of like bullied Mark. That scene was also kind of amazing. Like, not Mark, but Khonshu. That scene was also crazy. Oscar Isaac's acting was incredible there, and I really thought like the voice acting was really funny for Khonshu, like talking as Mark. I thought that was hilarious, and it was really like, I don't know, it was really well done. It was absolutely hilarious, and I really enjoyed that. I saved the like favorite scene for last. My favorite scene ever was the scene where, I don't really know what to refer to it as, but it was like, it was just a scene where Moonknight was like kind of killing everybody over and over. It was a scene with like a lot of stabbing. It was the scene where we saw Anton Mogart, and then the scene that followed it. By the way, I just want to say rest in peace to the actor. If you guys don't know, the person that played Anton Mogart actually already passed away, unfortunately. He was 37 years old, and he died while skiing, which is really, really sad. But basically, I really liked his acting. He was a really cool character, and he was really interesting. And then what happened right after was absolutely crazy. The violent fight scene where Moonknight was absolutely destroying everybody, just going around killing people, stabbing them. It was absolutely brutal, and I think the only thing I could have hoped for in that scene was a little more blood, because there wasn't that much blood, and I would have liked to see a little more blood because of like the amount of violence that scene had in it. It just seemed right to have a lot more blood in that scene because of how violent it was. But regardless, that scene was absolutely incredible, and I really just, oh my god, I liked it so much. Literally, I'm not done with this review, but I don't want to go into a new game because that would just waste everyone's time, so I'll just talk about it here. Moonknight episode 3 was really incredible. The acting, the fight scenes, the cinematography, the choreography, the different portrayals. I really liked how Steven and Mark kind of flipped the script, and Mark gave Steven the body so that he could figure out the archaeological, what's it called, like the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics and relics and whatnot. I really liked how like his accent instantly changed, and overall this scene was just so well developed, and this whole episode was so incredible. Every part of it just felt so right, and none of it was boring. There was some slower paced scenes, but they were also important to build the characters for Layla and Mark. We saw a lot more of their personality, and I really enjoyed that. Overall, this episode was definitely like a 10 out of 10, because I mean, I've already said this, all 3 10 out of 10 so far. I'm really excited. I really like how brutal these episodes have been. Like, Marvel has not been holding back. Well, I mean, they obviously hold back with like the amount of blood they show, but this episode has been like really violent, and the show has been really violent overall. So I am really excited for the future of the MCU, and I'm really excited for the future of Moonknight, because this show has been absolutely incredible so far, and I'm sure it's going to continue to be incredible because I have faith in Marvel. After this third 10 out of 10, I'm just so excited. Anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts below. Have a great day, everyone, and peace out. Bye.